I never had an antenatal diagnosis. We didn't find out that Ben had Down syndrome until he was born. It certainly came as a bit of a surprise when I had Ben and they said that they thought he might have Down syndrome. I remember the night that we had him and the shock to a family. You've had a child and there's something wrong, never expecting there to be wrong. At that stage, I felt like my world had just collapsed. The effect of trying to grasp what is Down syndrome, how are we going to deal with this, what other things eventuate from Down syndrome. It's a whole new learning curve. Here you are trying to deal with the Down syndrome, but you just pray that there's nothing medical that you have to deal with on top of that. It had always worried me because Ben's breathing was quite erratic and he developed quite an inpull here in the middle of his chest. They could see that there was severe pulmonary pressures also. They discovered that not only did he have an AVSD, but the top hole was huge. The level of pulmonary hypertension was through the roof. The journey from start to finish has been mixed with the level of professionalism and care that we did receive. And along the way, we did deal with some possibly nursing staff and doctors who could be a bit flippant, maybe be a bit clinical. From a parent's perspective, sometimes the staff forget that it's not just the patient that they are dealing with, but it's the total trauma on the family. Sometimes things that they can say can be misinterpreted by someone who's not medical. We did have some fantastic nurses and doctors and consultants that dealt with Ben. He was a tiny, tiny baby. He was only £5.12. With a heart complaint, it was difficult to even get him up to a point where he was a viable weight for surgery. As a parent, you will do anything to make your child better. You're terrified to ask questions because you're terrified what the answers will be. From a professional point of view, giving the answer in a flippant or standoffish manner can devastate parents. In other cases, I found that nurses, if you got to know them, and we did because we were there for 12 weeks, they would pick up on your emotions and they would help you. I just hated to hear the sound of the machines. They used to cause anxiety attacks. The constant beeps and being in a place where you were so unsure what was going to happen. He was covered in head to toe with tubes and monitors, and he had a chest drain in, he was on a ventilator. For families, it's horrific to have to experience. We had fabulous staff in the NICU who kept us informed as to what was happening. So on top you've got Down syndrome, you've got dealing with your family, dealing with your other 2 children, spending 12 weeks in a hospital, living in Ronald McDonald House. The journey was just horrific medically, and you've had one diagnosis that is for life. The medical issues that go along with that diagnosis is just sometimes beyond comprehension. We're so fortunate now that Ben is now a happy 17-year-old, healthy boy. Yep, he's got Down syndrome. That's something that we can live with. And we're so fortunate that we had the care and the knowledge of the staff to carry us through that stage in our life. Ben leads a fulfilled life, full of fun and enjoys life to the maximum. We feel blessed for that.